If you'd like to support this channel, drink tea, follow my link, and join me over at pathofcha.com. Hello and welcome. In this session, we are going to be focusing on Tai Chi walking for beginners, as well as looking at the empty and full concept. So to simplify it, when we're empty or we're full, we're going to look at it in weight distribution. If I shift my weight over so that all of my weight is on this leg is considered full. If I have no weight on my other leg, this leg is considered empty. Okay, and then if I step and now I change it, this leg is now full and this leg is now empty. In Tai Chi, this concept of empty and full will extend to much more than just weight distribution on the leg. However, this is a great place to learn how to recognize it, and once you can recognize it in the legs, you can start recognizing it in other places, as far as our hands as well, or even single parts of the body that are tense or relaxed. Okay, so let's put this into motion. We're going to start with our first exercise to warm up. I want you to bring your feet about hips distance apart, pivot out 1 foot to a 45-degree angle, and then just take a natural step forward with our other foot. You don't have to take a huge step forward. Now from here, I'm going to keep my shoulders over my hips, so I'm going to try to avoid bending and swinging my head around. I'm going to shift over so my front foot, my front leg is full, and then notice I raise my back heel up. Then I'm going to shift back so that I'm full on my back leg, and now I can raise my toes up. So think of this almost like a rocking chair, and your feet are the runners. Your upper body is just going to stay straight up as you shift forward and shift back. Okay, nice and simple. So let's shift back, full on the back leg, shift forward, full on the front leg. There's 1, back, forward, 2, full on the back leg, full on the front leg, 3, back, forward, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So if you're standing straight forward, you can just switch your feet. For me, I'm going to turn so you can see on the other side, exact same thing. Back foot is going to pivot out slightly, and then just a natural step forward. If you want to work a little bit harder on this one, you want to put a little more into your leg strength, sink down a little bit, and then try to maintain this height as you shift forward and backward. Now I'm going to just take my hands and just rest them behind my back. This also helps me keep my posture as I do this. So you want to avoid looking down or hunching. That's going to affect your weight distribution. Okay, so now let's look at this in terms of empty. My front leg is empty. There's no weight on it. And then after I shift forward, my back leg is empty. It doesn't have to be 100% weight off of the leg. Actually, having a little bit of weight there is good because now you can push and move forward. So you should feel like very rarely, unless we lift the leg, are we going to have 100% full or empty. And when you think about it with the Taiji symbol, with the Yin Yang, there's always a little bit of black in the white and a little bit of white in the black. Okay, so we still have a little bit of full in the empty and a little bit of empty in the full. Let's shift forward, back, and again, 2, back, 3, back. Try to really touch as much of the ground as possible with your feet. 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, and last one, 8, and back. Now let's do an exercise or a warm-up exercise that will help us with our sideways walking. Again, we're going to think of this in terms of empty and full, but this should be less in shifting extreme for the body weight. In fact, I want you to try to actually maintain the same body weight over your feet. So this kind of goes against the main Tai Chi principles. You never want to be completely double weighted. But in this case, this is going to help us with our leg strength for when we do our sideways walking. So what we're going to do is stand feet hips distance apart on the ground, and then I'm going to raise one heel. So right here, I raise the heel up, and then I'm going to bring it back down. Notice I don't shift and I don't lift as I do this. I'm not going up and then down with the body. I want to start a little bit down, but then when I lift the foot, it's my knee is moving forward, the heel comes up. I still have that same weight distribution on this foot. So let's practice just a couple of times with the single foot. Raise, down. Raise that heel, down. Notice my upper body is not affected by this. I'm not pushing and tilting. I'm not trying to lift up with my other leg. I'm just raising the heel itself. This is all in the single leg. Raise, down. Now let's do it with the other foot. So we'll stand this way so it's a little bit easier to see. Raise, down. Raise, down. Raise up the heel, down. Raise up the heel and down. Simple. Now let's make it a little more difficult. We're going to switch from side to side. So again, start, you can straighten the legs almost all the way, keep a slight bend in the knees. Now sink down, raise the heel, and then as this one comes down, I want you to raise the other heel. So we want to have this on almost an instant timing. These are going to move like pistons up and down, or as if you were riding a bicycle. So we raise the heel, drop the heel, same time. Okay, ready? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Okay, for our last exercise, we're going to shift forward and backward with a bow stance. So again, start with your feet hips distance apart, pivot the toes out, take a long step forward, and then we'll have our bow stance. I'm going to do it towards this corner, okay? So make sure we have some stability sideways, and we have some length forward and backward. We can take our hands, place them behind our back. We're going to do a longer version of similar to what we did with our rocking, except for now we're not going to raise the toes. We're just going to shift back and forward. Back and forward. It's just with a longer stance now. So we're full on our back leg. Shift forward and full on the front leg. Shifting back, forward 3, back, forward 4, back, forward 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8. Okay, let's do the exact same thing. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So now our other foot, pivot out to that 45-degree angle, take a step forward, and then now we can shift forward and backward freely. Again, same thing. If you want to, you can lengthen the stance here. If you feel that you're not stepping out very far and you can go further, that's fine. So we'll start shift forward and back. Look at it in terms of empty. My front leg is empty. As it becomes full, my back leg is empty. And then again, shift back, forward 2, empty the front leg, empty the back leg, 3, empty the front leg, empty the back leg, 4, empty the front leg, empty the back leg, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Okay, now let's do some walking. Let's begin with sideways walking. Now, I'm going to raise up so you can see exactly what's going on with my feet. You can take your hands and just hold them behind you in a nice, natural, relaxed position. We're going to do the same kind of pumping action that we worked on earlier. So to do this, we're going to move in each direction. So I'd like you to start with your feet together and then bend the knees. We'll step out. Notice I'm still full on my back leg, empty on my front leg, toes touch first, heel comes down, and then I'm going to shift my weight. Once I'm center, I know I'm in a good position to start raising up the heel on my back foot. So as I come across, I fill up my front foot, my back foot empties, and I raise it up. I step in. Now this is where we really do that pumping action. I switch so one heel goes down, the other one comes up. And then I'm going to step out, toe touch, heel comes down, shift across, raise the heel, step in, and pump to switch, step out, toe touch, heel comes down, shift across to fill up that front leg, raise the heel, step in, pump to shift, and then step out, heel comes down, and shift across. We can do the exact same thing going in the opposite direction. So we'll start again, feet together, raise the heel on the foot that we're going to lead with. And this also gives me a chance to shift the weight over. So now my weight is on my back leg. I step out, touch the toes, heel comes down, shift, raise the heel, in, down and switch, step out, empty, then fill up that leg, raise the empty foot, step in, switch, do that little pump, step out with the empty foot, down, shift, in, and then switch. One more time, out, down, shift, in, and switch. Okay, now if you have this down, we're going to add a bow stance at the end. So we're going to do 3 sideways steps, and then in our last step, we'll set up for a long step for bow stance, kind of like when we were shifting forward and backward earlier. And we're going to shift all the way forward, shift back, and then we'll turn and do the same thing in the other direction. The key here, the only tricky part is after we've done a few steps sideways inward, if I stay with my toes pointing forward and I try to step out here, I have a really awkward position for my long stance. I need to turn and pivot those toes inward towards that 45-degree angle. Now, it's not going to be a secondary thing. We don't want to pivot as we move. We want to pivot beforehand. And this one is not so tricky once you understand that it's a smart foot placement. So for our last step in, instead of stepping so my feet are straight forward, I'm going to turn my foot, my knee, and my toes inward, okay? So think of almost like you're gonna touch the knees together. My toe is now pointing towards the 45, and then now when I step out, I have that good 45-degree angle, okay? So now that you've seen it, let's try to put this together, and I'll talk you through the first one. We'll make it a lot easier. So again, I'm gonna be hoisting these up so you can see. You can take your hands and relax them, place them behind your back, okay? So we'll start by squatting down, step out with the empty leg, heel comes down, shift, 1. We'll step in, change, step out, 2, shift, step in, change, step out, 3, shift, and then now this is where we want to think of touching that knee to the other knee. Turn your foot slightly, it should be pointing towards the corner. Heel comes down, and we're in a stance that's kind of like we're trying to pinch something between the knees. We're trying to hold it here. Now I'm going to step out with my left foot, or my foot on this side. Heel comes down, I'm still full on my back leg. Toes come down, empty on my front leg still. And then now I can shift forward and fill my front leg, empty the back leg, okay? Just with body weight. I should still have some energy pushing from the heel. As I shift forward, it's being driven by the heel. Now from here, I'm going to shift back, raise the toes. Now I'm full on my back leg, empty on my front leg. Turn so that the toes are straight forward. And then what I can do is make an adjustment step so now my feet are on the same line, okay? Let's try going in the other direction. We'll do this a couple of times. So we'll step in, change. There's our first step. Step out, this will be number 2. Shift, step in and change. Step out, 3. Now from here, turn the knee in. Pinch something. Think like you have a piece of paper between your knees. We have that angle with our feet. My toes are pointing to the corner. I can now fill up this leg, empty my other leg, step out comfortably, toes come down, and then shift the weight forward, filling up that front leg. Shift back, return the foot. Okay, so let's do it again. This time, I'm going to place my hands behind my back. As you're doing this, if you have your understanding of the feet and the foot position, now check your posture, okay? And if you want to work your legs more, sink down more, okay? So we'll start from a neutral position, step in, change, step out. We'll count this as number 1, shift, staying low, step in, change, step out. This is number 2, step in, and then for this one, oh no, change, we have one more, step out, number 3. And then for this one, this is where we're going to step in, think of turning that knee in, step out, toes come down, and then shift forward for our bow stance. Shift back, and then we'll even out. So from here, I can even bring my back foot forward, okay? And again, we'll move to the other side. So we'll start neutral position, change, so I can raise, easy, step out, shift, 1, step in, change, step out, shift, 2, step in, change, step out, shift, 3, and then that tricky foot, turn that in, turn the knee in, turn the toes in. It's just to the corner. You don't have to make it like a T. It's an angle. It's like a triangle. Step out, toes come down, shift forward. Shift back. Now let's smooth it out. Step and shift. 1 change, 1 step. 2. 3. Now notice I'm just going to step in, shift, step out. This is that pace that you want. You don't really need to pause on any of these ones. Now I'll advance so I can stay close. And here I'll step in. 1. 2. 3. Back, step in at an angle, step out, bow stance. Okay, and that will complete this session. Now we only looked at really doing 2 main techniques, sideways walking and 1 forward step on each side. But as you can see, as we look at it in terms of the detail work, foot positioning, and of course empty and full, there's plenty to focus on just in that. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I'll see you in the next.